making her first appearance here at the Noble CrossFit Games, but having that gymnastics background, this is one of those niche skill tests that we have at the CrossFit Games to test certain aspects of fitness, gymnastics being one of them.
Stand by.
We are underway. Time to beat belongs to Bailey Rail. 4 minutes, 45.39 seconds. She was the only woman in the first heat to finish this test in its entirety inside the 7-minute time cap.
And it looks like in lane 4, Rebecca Vidison went straight into the freestanding handstand push-ups.
Shelby Neal and Sydney Wells did the same thing. Neal and Wells are your top two right now, as Neal is done with her first set of 4, and Sydney Wells as well. Bethany Flores towards the front, but Shelby Neal is already on her second set of 4 handstand push-ups, and this is no problem for the former gymnast. Wow. She got across the yellow line, that's all that matters before she came down. Here comes Sydney Wells in second place, and in lane 5, that's Bethany Flores in third. Neal struggles on that step, keeps her balance, and gets up and over.
That's the gamble you take when it's an event that's good for you.
Now 16 pullovers.
Now on the pullovers at the bottom, you must start with straight arms and finish with straight arms. But if you can get the momentum like you see from Shelby Neal.
The scoring hat on top of the screen will let you know who your leader in the heat is. Right now it's Shelby Neal. Her name is on the far left side of the screen. The number next to her name will indicate how many repetitions she has completed. Haven is the official gym bag of the Noble CrossFit Games. Scan the QR code on your screen for more.
Looks like Shelby Neal opened with a set of 5, so she only has 6 more to go. Then you have Bethany Flores on the left side of your screen. Just a couple reps behind her, but Shelby Neal. This is how it's done. You're curious, like, oh, how are they going to cycle them? Just like that.
There are 24 total score repetitions in this test, and Neal is now going to work her way back through. Each section of the 4 counts as 1 rep. So Neal will have to kick up into a handstand, complete a 360 before she works her way down the steps. Has to get over the yellow line for that rep to count, and she does, and she will break. Here comes Sydney Wells right behind her. And in lane 7, Emily Rolfe. There goes Shelby Neal. Emily Rolfe is now waiting to start her second set, her first set here on the way back. And Neal is through her first 4. Sydney Wells is through 2. Now looking at number 3, here comes Emily Rolfe. And Sydney Wells is over the line. That will count. That was close. Emily Rolfe is done. But Shelby Neal has 1 section to go here, and she has more than a minute to beat Bailey Rail's top time.
And just a second's worth of rest before she gets into this ramp. It's the easiest part of this test, and she's wasting no time.
Shelby Neal up and over, and Shelby Neal has our new top time as she comes across in 3 minutes, 57.57 seconds, and now the race for second is between Sydney Wells and Emily Rolfe. Wells is going to break. Rolfe continues. And Emily Rolfe is across. And that will be good for the second best time in this test as well, as she takes second in the heat. And now Sydney Wells is done. And there is Sydney's twin sister, Brooke, who we have seen many times here on the floor at the CrossFit Games. Did not qualify this season, but cheering extremely hard for her twin sister, making her first appearance here at the CrossFit Games. Meanwhile, Olivia Kerstetter and Ellie Turner are struggling back on the pull-up bar. Kerstetter had problems with those freestanding handstand push-ups. She's in the middle of your screen in those long pants on top of the pull-up bar.
Four handstand push-ups in the bag. She's got 4 handstand push-ups in the ramp before she can get onto that finishing mat.
Less than 2 minutes to go before we hit the 7-minute time cap.
When you think about the tests we've had so far today and how this fits in a full day of competition, then we have 4 total days. Is that we went long on a bike ride. We did some classic CrossFit out and outside, flipping heavy weights, doing pull-ups, some squats and med ball throws. Now you throw in this gymnastic skills test where execution is key, but at the same time, it's going to test your shoulder stamina, your strength and stability all the way through from start to finish.
Bethany Flores is through her second and final set of 4 freestanding handstand push-ups. Now this is Ellie Turner, has yet to get through her first set of 4. Less than a minute to go before we hit the time cap. Bethany Flores now on the final section. Bethany Flores will make it inside the time cap. Right now, that would be the 5th best time that we have seen. It looks like Ellie Turner finally got through her first set of 4. There goes Olivia Kerstetter. Just 17 years old here, competing for the first time as an individual at the CrossFit Games.
We saw that misstep on the pirouette. Once you kick up to that 20-inch box, you have to do a 360-degree turn, walk down those steps, and cross the yellow line. But we're coming off 16 pullovers, so the balance is absolutely, completely disoriented, coming back inverted onto the box.
Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Shelby Neal has the top time, the only woman we've seen so far to go sub 4 minutes, 3:57.57 seconds.
And for her, it was the speed at which she executed and the confidence that she did it with. Because listen, a lot of these athletes can do all these things on their own, but can you do it unbroken? Can you do it with the pressure that is mounting to do these things? And what ends up happening, athletes move very slowly so they don't fall. Shelby didn't do that. So her time being inverted was actually the benefit of her having not to go so slow to get these obstacles done.
Shelby Neal now has our top time as 4 women in that heat get inside the 7-minute time cap.